Tonight at 9:30, a radio drama from San Francisco, the city theater people call the best theater town in the country.
Well, sir, in all the years that I've been stage doorkeeper in San Francisco, I reckon I'm one of the few things that hasn't changed. Excepting that I haven't much hair anymore. But the plays have changed and the acting has changed. The old days when Nance O'Neill played Martha of the Lowlands with plenty of ranting and screaming, and the days when Mrs. Leslie Carter played Zaza, those days are gone. And Olga Nethersole and the second Mrs. Tancred, I guess not many of you remember that. And the days of the Central Theater when the Marie Corelli melodramas were popular. You young folks would just laugh if you saw one of them today. Plays like Thelma. But there's one kind of play you never do seem to get tired of. And that's the kind of play, so to speak, that we have for you tonight in our radio playhouse. A mystery thriller. Now, the idea of our play isn't a new one. It's been told in different ways by some of the finest writers. The setting is in a beautiful, sort of faded old California estate in the hills back of Carmel, out beyond the Carmel Valley. The kind of place Mr. John Steinbeck likes to write about. In a room of the big old house, an old man is talking to a young aviation captain. He's got sort of a tired face, the young fella has, but a strong face. And while he's listening to the old man talk, you can see he's got a steady hand. And he's sort of laughing at the rattling of the shutters and the noise of the wind.
Gloomy place, isn't it?
The curtains are always drawn, Captain Craig. The sun never comes into the room.
Well, let's have a little light. It gives me the shivers.
Yes, sir, Captain Craig. But I'm afraid there's not much sun today. It's a gloomy day, sir. I'll open the curtains.
Good.
That'll be a little better, sir.
Yeah, thanks. I don't like gloom.
No, sir. I dare say you saw all the gloom you wanted down in those Pacific Islands. And noise. There's worse noise than the rattling of shutters.
We won't talk about that. Do the shutters always rattle?
When the wind blows, Captain Craig, the house is in need of repair.
What's that?
Just a door swinging on its hinges, sir.
No wonder they call it a haunted house. Do you think it's haunted, Dawson?
I do not believe in ghosts, Captain Craig.
Neither do I. Why do they say it's haunted?
Legends get about, sir. Shadows in the windows at night, strange sounds and whisperings. All things that could be explained, no doubt, by natural causes. But, yes, sir?
That moaning gets me.
One gets used to it, sir.
No doubt.
Will you sit down, sir? The workmen will be here in a few minutes.
Yeah, thanks.
If I might offer you a glass of sherry while you're waiting.
Oh, don't bother.
I have it here, sir. Just a small glass and a biscuit.
Thanks, Dawson.
There you are, sir.
Oh, you have some too, Dawson.
If you don't mind, sir.
Oh, don't stand on ceremony.
Thank you, sir. Now, while we're waiting, I'd better explain, sir, why it was necessary for me to request you to come today. Your father was Mr. Ingar's attorney, and it was natural that I should think of you when a witness was required. It's just 20 years ago today, Captain Craig, since I have seen Mr. Ingar. January 19, 1925. He left orders that on January 19, 1945, that is today, I should call in workmen and have that brick wall torn down.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it'd been built right into the wall of the room.
It seals up a closet that was formerly in use, sir.
Crazy ideas men get. Tell me something about Ingar while we're waiting.
He was a Scandinavian, sir, a Norwegian. He was a very quiet man, Mr. Craig. He didn't talk. He was a scholar. He thought a great deal. I came to work for him just after he came to America. That was 25 years ago.
He was married, wasn't he?
He didn't marry for 4 years. Then he married Miss Mary.
She was Norwegian, too?
Her parents were, sir. She was born in California. She was much younger than Mr. Ingar.
Oh?
Yes, sir. He was past 50 when he married her. She was 20.
It wasn't a love match, then?
I believe he loved her very much, sir, in his way. Mr. Ingar spoke so little. One didn't know what he was thinking.
And he brought his bride to this huge old barn?
Yes, sir. It was lonely. Miss Mary used to walk in the rose garden. She'd talk to the flowers and the birds. You see, there was nobody her own age. It was lonely for a young girl, but she was very cheerful, sir. And if I may say so, we all loved her. There had been little youth in the house.
The Cecil pruners must be pruned. I'll tell Dawson. And the Marshall Neals need more sun. They're like little tiny babies. When they don't get sun, they weaken and grow pale. Oh, who are you?
I didn't know there was anyone here.
You see, this is a private garden.
Yes, I know. I've come to work for Mr. Nils Ingar. I'm going to work in his library. I'm going to catalog his...
I did not know.
Do you live here?
I am Mary Ingar.
Oh,
Mr. Ingar is my husband.
I see.
You look at me so strangely.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Does Mr. Ingar know you have come?
Oh, yes. Yes, he had shown me to my room. He said I might walk in the gardens. You don't mind?
No.
He said we would not... That is, he said...
You started to say...
Yes, that we would not commence work until tomorrow.
Then I will show you the gardens. I'll show you the roses.
If you would. You're so young.
I am young?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
I am different than you had expected.
Oh, I hadn't thought of it.
Of course. You had come only to catalog the books.
Yes, the books.
Mr. Ingar has a very wonderful library.
Very wonderful.
You mustn't look at me that way, as if I was not there at all.
I was thinking of the books.
As if your eyes were looking through me.
It was his library that I was thinking of.
You are No.
You were going to say...
You are a strange young man.
Oh, I'm just...
I do not know your name.
My name is Ronald Bruce.
Ronald Bruce?
Yes.
Your hand is shaking.
Or shiver. A ghost walking on my grave.
It is foolish to think such thoughts. Come, I'll show you the roses. I'll show you the gardens. The pool where the frogs make such a noise at night. There are water lilies in the frog pool. Coral pink.
Everything is beautiful here.
It is very peaceful and lonely.
The quiet.
One can almost hear the flowers opening. Sometimes I almost think they will talk to me.
You would understand them.
I think I would understand. Here is my husband. Nils, I have been meeting your young man.
I sent him into the gardens. He will be with us a considerable time.
I hope he will be comfortable while he is here.
I hope you will make him feel at home. I do not wish him to feel he is tied to his task.
I will leave you now, Nils. You will want to talk.
We will walk together. We will look at the roses. My wife makes flowers grow where not even weeds would grow before.
Yes.
I know so little.
There is an instinct, more than a knowledge, that guides one in making beautiful things grow. You will agree with me, Mr. Bruce?
I'm afraid I didn't hear what you said.
How quickly the roses fade, Ronald. When you came here, they were just beginning to bloom. Now they are almost gone.
6 months is a long time.
It has been a very happy 6 months.
Has it?
You have been happy, Ronald?
Oh, I have felt I would go mad at times.
You should be out in the sun more. You are pale and you've lost weight.
Perhaps one does need more sunlight. You, too. You are not well.
I am not well.
If you went away...
I cannot go away. I belong here. You must not say that, Ronald.
Mary,
I know, Ronald. Perhaps if you went away.
Well, there is no place I could go now.
The world is big and you are free.
Yes, I am free. Oh, your hair is so soft against the green of the trees.
The world is so beautiful. Why can't life be beautiful, too?
I try not to think of you. I try to think of you as Mrs. Nils Ingar.
I am the wife of Nils Ingar. Forever.
You're not his wife. You're a flower he has picked. He has put you in a vase and left you there, just as lightly as I pick this rose.
Nils loves me.
As an artist creates his art and says, I have created this, and it is mine to please me whenever I desire.
You must not be bitter.
No, I haven't even that right. Mary, you're trembling.
My poor Ronald, I am sorry.
You are sick.
I am not sick. And yet I think so much of death.
You are young, like a rosebud.
The roses fade.
What will become of us, Mary?
We will go on. Everything must go on as it always has gone on. Nothing changes.
Life would not be endurable.
I can't look at you when you gaze into my eyes that way.
They're soft and gray, like cold flames.
Look away, Ronald.
One looks at the flowers in the garden and doesn't harm them.
This was so foolish, Ronald.
I've never spoken.
You must never speak.
The things that are in us, we know they're there. Must we close our hearts to them and close our eyes to them?
Our hearts and our eyes are closed. Always. Forever. You wish to talk to me, Nils?
Yes. I brought you a wrap. You shouldn't be in the garden on winter nights.
I am warm.
You have been ill. The color is gone from your cheeks.
I am sorry, Nils.
I wish you to take care of yourself. You must be strong. Someday, I hope you will give me a strong son, Mary.
Is that what you wish to speak to me about, Nils?
That and other things.
I am listening, Nils. If you wish me to go away, Nils.
I do not wish you to go away. There is no thought of your going away. Why should you speak of going away?
I only wish to please you.
But that would give me no pleasure. You are so quick to seize on words I say and give them another meaning.
I am sorry.
It is the same with Ronald Bruce. Why do you start?
You were saying of Ronald Bruce.
He asks me a question. I answer him. He twists my answer into a meaning I had never intended, and then grows irritable in his talk, ready to flare, as though he were the employer and I the employee.
I am sure he means no harm, Nils.
Why are you sure he means no harm?
He is young.
He is old enough to play the man, not a petulant schoolboy.
You must try to understand him.
Do I understand that you are siding with him against your husband?
You know I wouldn't.
I know nothing. It's as if you were all conspiring against me.
Nils, don't.
My desire is to be a good husband and a good master.
Please.
I will not have my home disrupted by schemers.
Ronald is not a schemer.
So, you see, you do give him right and your husband wrong.
I only try to be fair.
What is Ronald Bruce to you?
Nils.
That you should make it your concern to be fair.
I am first and always your wife.
It would be well for you to remember that.
Have I forgotten, Nils?
I was wrong to let you marry me. I was old, and you were young.
You loved me, and do love me.
I shall always love you.
Then, Nils,
That is why I cannot let your young head be turned by this man.
Ronald Bruce has never forgotten that I am your wife.
Any man would forget. You are cursed with beauty.
If you feel he is this way because of me, you should speak to him. You should send him away.
Then there is reason that he should go.
Only if you are dissatisfied.
If there is no cause, I will not need to send him away. If there is cause, I will not send him away.
Yes, Niels.
You will remember, always, that you are my wife. That is all.
Yes.
And now, come in. The night is damp.
I will follow you.
Barry, you mustn't.
You heard.
Only a few words.
Ronald, you must go away.
He wants me to go away?
No. I want you to go away. I want you to go while I still have strength to send you.
There'll be nothing left in life.
Life went on before you came here.
A year has changed all that. Your voice, your eyes, the touch of your foot on the gravel walks is a part of life now.
And that is why you must go away.
If I go, will it mean nothing to you?
You have no right to ask that.
Then I ask without the right. Will it mean nothing?
Heaven forgive me. Life will be ended.
And still, you want me to go?
You must go. Oh, Ronald, we must not spoil a beautiful thing. Go tonight, without a word to anyone. Go, I beg you. Go.
Dawson.
Yes, Mr. Ingar.
Were you walking through the halls?
No, sir.
I was in my room. I thought I heard someone walking through the halls.
Yes, sir.
No doubt it was my wife. She is ill. Does not sleep well. No doubt it was she.
Yes, sir.
I will see. You may go, Dawson.
Yes, sir.
Mary! Mary!
Yes, Niels?
I knocked 3 times.
I'm sorry, Niels. I did not hear.
Were you alone?
Alone? Yes, I was alone.
Why do you tremble?
I did not know I was trembling, Niels.
Close the door.
Yes, Niels.
Sit down.
Yes.
I told you to come in when I left you in the garden.
Yes.
I demand obedience from my wife at all times.
Yes.
Bruce joined you.
He was in the garden. He stopped to speak to me.
What was there he needed to discuss with you?
But, Niels, living as we do, it is as though he were a part of the family.
He is employed by me to catalogue my library.
I know.
He never made love to you?
You shall not say that to me.
Answer me! Did he make love to you?
No, never.
I do not believe you. He'd be a fool if he didn't try to make love to you.
Niels, he's going away.
Oh. He's going away.
I told him to go away.
Why should you tell him to go away?
Because I am your wife.
Then he did make love to you.
Never, I say.
What was that?
What, Niels?
Something moved.
I heard nothing.
Stand aside.
Niels, what are you doing?
There is someone in that closet.
You are mad.
I saw you watching the door all the time you were talking. I heard something move. There is someone in that closet, and I'm going to open the door.
Niels, don't open that door.
Why shouldn't I open the door?
Because I am your wife, and because I've said there is no one in the closet, and so you must believe me and not open the door.
I am master here.
I beg of you, Niels, if you love me and believe that I love you, do not open that door.
Aren't you making too much of it? If there is nothing, no one to hide?
When you open it, you will tell me your faith in me is dead.
Mary, you are sure there is no one in that closet?
There is no one.
You swear it?
I swear it by my faith.
Very well.
What are you going to do?
I shall remain here tonight. I shall be comfortable in this chair. You will sleep. And tomorrow we will talk further.
But I cannot sleep when you doubt me.
You have sworn by your faith.
I have sworn.
Then I must not doubt you. Who is there?
Dawson, sir.
Come in.
The man is here, Mr. Ingar.
He has the necessary materials.
He has everything, sir.
Wait outside the door with him until I call you.
Yes, sir.
Mary.
Yes, Niels. What are you going to do?
I asked you last night if there was anyone in that closet.
I swore there was no one.
So, there can be no one. But strangely enough, as you have heard, when I sent Dawson to find Ronald Bruce this morning, he was not to be found.
He said he would go away.
He has taken nothing, neither his clothes nor his possessions. His bed has not been slept in.
And so you still think...
I think what?
That he came here. That I hid him. That he is in there.
He couldn't be in there. You swore he was not in there.
What are you doing, Niels?
I am giving you one last chance to say you did not tell the truth. If you did not tell the truth.
I swore to you by my faith that there is no one in that closet.
Very well. Bring the man in, Dawson. Help him with his things.
Yes, sir.
I am afraid, my dear, this will upset your room. Mrs. Ingar is not feeling well, Dawson.
I'm sorry, sir.
She will remain in bed while the work is being done. She wishes, Dawson, to have that closet door walled up. A wall of bricks, Dawson. Then cement and plaster over it. So it will not disfigure the room. You can do that, my man?
Yes, sir.
You can start at once. I wish the work to be carefully done. You see, Mary, it will not disfigure the walls. Mary, I am speaking to you. I say it will not disfigure the walls.
Yes, Niels.
I hope you're feeling better this morning.
Yes, Niels.
But you must have some nourishment. Dawson, when the work is finished, prepare something tasty for Mrs. Ingar.
Yes, sir.
Bricks and mortar. That'll make a strong wall. Probably it will stand when the rest of the house begins to decay. Eh, Dawson?
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear something moving in the closet, did I, Dawson?
Perhaps a mouse in the wall, sir.
Yes. Probably a mouse in the wall. Mary, Dawson thinks there may be mice in the walls. It's just as well we're sealing up the closet. What is it, Mary?
Niels, come close to me.
Yes?
Niels, I can't stand it. I'm choking. I'll make him stop, Niels.
You mean make him stop sealing the closet?
I'm choking. I can't stand it.
Oh, now that's absurd, Mary. If you were in the closet and the door was being sealed, then you might have reason to choke. But you're here, and there's no one in the closet. You're sure there's no one in the closet.
I'll make him stop. I've sworn.
Having sworn was all that's necessary. There can be no one in the closet. But it's a closet of unpleasant memories. It would always haunt us. It's best that it should be sealed up.
You're torturing me. Trying to torture me. Cruel.
And you're acting like a child, my dear. Go right ahead with your work, my man. Mrs. Ingar is just suffering from a bad headache. I say you're acting like a child, Mary. You swear and maintain there's no one in the closet. But it chokes you to see the closet being sealed up. Sealed up quite airtight with bricks and mortar. What can it matter to you, since your conscience is clear?
You're sealing our lives. You're sealing our hope of happiness behind that wall. Nils, you're sealing our faith.
Our faith.
Our trust.
Trust.
You're killing my soul and my body.
You are hysterical. You need sleep. Oh, but of course you can't sleep with all this noise. The work will be finished very soon now. Just see how quickly the wall grows. Like magic. Almost finished, isn't it, Dawson?
Yes, sir.
And of course, with the plaster on it, it will hardly show, will it, Dawson?
No, sir.
It's just as I told Mrs. Ingar. I said to her...
Mr. Ingar.
Well, Dawson?
The mistress. She's fainted.
Fainted? Oh, no, Dawson, you must be mistaken. She just dozed. Dawson!
Sir!
Do something! Quickly, do something!
Sir, she's dead.
Well, go ahead, Dawson. Go on with the story.
That's all, Captain Craig. He buried the young mistress in the rose garden. And the day he laid her away, he, too, went away. And before he went away, he ordered me to take charge of the house.
And you've been here ever since?
20 years, sir.
20 years? And I thought 6 months on Guadalcanal was a long time.
And now, sir, if you're ready, I'll have the workmen tear down the wall.
Yes. Yes, the wall's got to be torn down. Let me get going.
Yes, sir. All right, men. Start in.
Yes, sir.
Dawson.
Yes, sir.
Tell them to stop.
To stop?
I tell you to have them stop.
Stop the workmen. They've stopped, sir.
Send them away.
But the wall has to be torn down, Captain Craig. It was your father's orders, and Mr. Engar's orders.
Dawson, Niels Ingar is dead. My father is dead. It looks like it's up to me from now on out. Dawson, I've had to be very realistic. War doesn't leave much softness in a man. But I hope I've got a little bit left. For the memory of Mary Egnar, we will never tear down that wall.
You have just heard the radio drama, The Ghost of the House of Ingar, written and directed by Samuel Dixon in the KPO drama repertoire tonight at 9:30. The cast included Robert Fasson as Dawson, Ray Lewis as Captain Craig, Everett Glass as Nils Ingar, Julie Ferris as Mary Ingar, James Garthwaite as Ronald, and Earl Lee as the old stage doorkeeper. Be listening next Friday night at 9:30 for Dad, the old stage doorkeeper, with his memories of the theater in San Francisco and his radio dramas tonight at 9:30, coming to you from San Francisco's Radio City.